Hi everybody, I am Lisa A. Romano. I am the author of The Road Back to Me, My Road Beyond the Codependent Divorce, and Loving the Self-Affirmations. I am a life coach, particularly a life coach that helps adult children of alcoholics, as well as adult children from any dysfunctional home, get past their past. And what I do is I life coach, but I also mentor people past these tough obstacles that we have to hurdle going through this recovery process. I want to get right into it because I'm really excited. I believe that I've found a way to help adult children out of alcoholics and adult children in general understand a few common ideas that will definitely help propel them on the road to recovery. Okay, A, it is not your fault that you were raised by someone who was up. Meaning, I'm sorry, but if that's mom and dad, then that's mom and dad. We all come into this life experience innocent, like a blank piece of paper. And we are born to mom and dad, and in our baby minds, our sheet, like blank paper minds that we are, the blank slates that we are, we believe mom and dad are like God. We come into this time-space reality trusting them. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not crazy because we trusted our dysfunctional, screwed up parents. I hate to say it for any parent out there who is dealing with some of these issues, and you're the alcoholic and you raised these children and you weren't aware of the issues that you were passing along. I don't mean to upset you. I don't mean to offend you, but this is all about healing. It's not about guilt. It's not about blaming. It's about basically understanding that 2 + 2 = 4. Mom and dad did this. Baby absorbed this. Baby becomes adult and does that. And now their life is screwed up. So all we're trying to do is rewind the tape, make it real simple so that people understand. We get so caught up in labels, and we go to 12-step programs, and which nothing terrible about 12-step programs. I use them myself, but we get stuck. And no one's teaching us how to move forward, and that's what I'm all about. I want to teach people how to move forward because I've done it. Okay, break it down. You're born blank. You're a blank piece of paper. You're born to 2 dysfunctional people, maybe 1 dysfunctional person. It matters not. You're born to dysfunctional people that teach you dysfunctional things. The more you trust these others in your life, mom and dad, the more you trust them, the more deeply rooted their thought processes are. So if their thought processes are screwed up, guess what? Sorry, kiddo, so are yours. Not your fault. What then happens then is a solidified belief system, let's just say a solidified belief becomes like concrete in the subconscious mind. And then the ego stands on guard, and the ego wants to prove that that belief is right. Even if the belief is screwed up, even if the belief is, I'm not enough. The ego will protect that belief. The belief will be based on what mom and dad conditioned the child or you to believe. Mom and dad do that in any number of ways, covert as well as overt ways. It matters just as much what mom does say as it matters what she doesn't say. So if mom isn't telling you that you're beautiful, then you believe, a little girl or a boy or a girl, that you're ugly. If mom isn't saying, I love you, I think you're wonderful, then the child is hearing the absence of that and is presuming that the child is not worthy of love. So the messages are getting deeply rooted. If mom's an alcoholic passed out on the couch and forgets Jenny's birthday, Jenny doesn't know mom's passed out on the couch. Jenny doesn't know mom's mom was an alcoholic. Jenny's a baby. All Jenny knows is, hey, it's my birthday and nobody gives a crap. What does that say about me? I must not be worthy. There we go. Belief system gets ingrained. Now, if mom continues to stay passed out on the couch and does not undo this belief system, does not behave well, does not go into recovery, then over and over and over and over, that child becomes insulted. And that child believes that she is unworthy. Now, it happens in very simple ways, like I write in my book, The Road Back to Me. It can happen just by, for instance, my husband and I just went on vacation. We're sitting on the coast of Maine, and this very nice-looking, affluent-looking family sits next to us, and the dad says out loud to his 3 little children, "Be quiet, nobody wants to hear little children." And I thought, I'd rather talk to those kids than you jerk. Because the message to the children is they're not important. In public, they have to worry about the adults, what they think is unimportant, what they think is stupid, what they think is invalid, whatever. You get the picture. So that type of insult all the time, teaching a child that they're unimportant and they're not worthy to share and be who they are, is detrimental to a being, because that being believes that crap. And then the ego gets involved. Now the ego's got to protect these unconscious dysfunctional belief systems. Now what? Now you have a passive-aggressive adult who doesn't know how the hell to get their needs met, who keeps getting married and divorced, and doesn't understand that it's their belief system. They don't think that they're enough. And so what they do is they play games to get their needs met. They don't ask for what they want. They can't finish projects. They are cryptic in the way they talk. They can't have fun. They can't let go. They can't laugh at themselves. All this crap that the ego is trying to protect, which are these faulty belief systems that are created in childhood by mom and dad who are dysfunctional. So one of the keys to recovery is you have to, your subconscious mind has got to become permeable. If your subconscious mind isn't able to believe the kind of information that I'm passing along, then these new ideas can't undo the old ideas. So the work that needs to get done, when I work with my clients, it might look like we're talking about the past. It might look like all the work is pretty superficial, but it's not. It's all about getting to the root of these belief systems, which are unconscious. Now, I've heard people say, oh, it's just a matter of will. If you want to get better, you will. Well, the will lives in the 5% of our conscious mind. Now, all of our belief systems are in the 95% of us that's unconscious. So anyone that tells you just do affirmations and life will be okay does not know what they're talking about. Because the affirmations are happening in the conscious mind, which is only 5% of us. So I can say, I want to do better. I love myself. I love myself. I'm enough. I'm enough. I'm enough. That's all happening in the conscious mind. The problem is not in my conscious mind. What's going on a quantum level is everything that is unconscious. My belief systems were rooted way back when I was a child. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. That's where all this gunk is. All of it. Then I've got the ego stamping on top of it, standing guard almost, making sure that my beliefs come true. So what's happening in my outer world is reflection of a congruent type relationship between my subconscious mind and my manifesting reality. So if I don't think I'm enough, how the hell am I going to attract a relationship that makes me feel like I'm enough? I can't do it. I can't do it. Because your outer reality can only match your inner reality. It can be no other way. As it is below, as it is above. So that's what we need to pay attention to. So for all of you out there, and this is why so many ACOAs and adult children in general feel crazy, because they're doing 12-step meetings, they're getting divorced, they're not getting involved in relationships, they're doing their affirmation work, they're doing their journaling, they're doing all the right stuff in the 5% conscious realm. But the work has got to get done in the unconscious realm. It's not impossible. I've done it, and I am very successful at teaching other people how to do it. This video serves to help anybody out there who feels crazy, because I know I did. I thought that I was doing all the right things, and I felt the craziest when the things that I thought I was doing weren't working, and they were just getting worse, and I couldn't figure it out. I thought, but I'm doing the affirmations, and I'm journaling, and I'm asking myself open-ended questions like, what's up? And as I dug deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into my own recovery, I realized that it wasn't until I was really willing to drop my ego and let new information come in. And that's where I began to do all my work. And that's when my life began to change. And when I understood that when I really was living out of my belief systems, unconscious belief systems, I didn't think that I was enough. I had been told in many different ways that I was ugly, that I was unworthy, that I would never have friends, that I would never be worthy of love, and that I was selfish, and I was a liar, I was no good, I was pathological, I was melodramatic. it doesn't matter. Labels don't matter. It just, the intent was to make me feel less than I deserve. My people manipulated me. My mother and father God love them. Unconsciously, they didn't understand it. Children should be seen and not heard and all that crap. So what better way to control a child than make them feel bad about themselves and to brainwash them into worrying about what everybody else thinks about them. Woohoo, puppets on a string. Isn't that great? Not really. So I was conditioned to believe that I was unworthy, and so I did not attract worthy and fulfilling relationships. It was impossible. What I was attracting, however, was what I was on an unconscious level. Bing, light goes off, ding, 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 ding. You get it, you get it, you get it. So once you begin to understand that everything that's happening outside is literally a mirror to what's going on inside. So if you're meeting with people who just are judge you, well, that's because you're judging yourself. You judge other people, and now you judge yourself. Or you judge yourself, therefore you judge other people, therefore you attract people who judge you. Yeah. It's a boomerang. It's a boomerang. So working with someone like me, or a coach and a mentor, specifically someone who is skilled at helping people heal their unconscious programming, helps in a way that is absolutely priceless, because there is no work that anyone could ask you to do in the mental realm, in the cognitive realm, that is going to be able to help you get to the root of the problem unless you absolutely trust that coach and or mentor and or healer. You must believe that healing is possible. You must believe that the root of your problems are in the unconscious realm, and then allow someone like me to come in and help you fix that and change that and get you in tune with your magnificent self. Your consciousness is creating reality. You are a creator, and that's great news. You know why? Because that means once you get a hold of this, you can create anything you want. My life is proof of it. My life is proof. My life gets better every day. Why? Because I know that I'm worthy of it, and I know that the more I believe it, and the more what I intend to create in my life will manifest. It has to, because as it is below, so shall it be above. As it is within, so shall it is on the out. So my intent is everything. I intend to live well. I intend to live well. I intend to help people. I intend to live in abundance. I intend to love myself. I absolutely intend. And it is my intent to infuse you with this optimism and this excitement and just get really ridiculous happy about changing all this silly unconscious programming and undoing what's been done. Again, my name is Lisa A. Romano, and please check out my website at www.healingselfesteem.com. You can reach me at lisaaRomano@gmail.com and read one of my books or all of my books. They're only going to help you dig deeper and believe in the things that I'm teaching. And my book just was recently released, Quantum Tools to Help You Heal Your Life Now. Namaste, everybody. Bye-bye.